Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, and welcome to another random vlog of randomness. Pardon the completely different avatar. I know it's a little weird, but I chose this one because compared to the last one, it just has better proportions. Not what I mean. I mean, the legs are actually where they should be, the hands are where they should be, the waist is where it should be, and I don't need to do any silly finagling with the settings in order to get it to work. Regardless, everything works out now. So I'm taking this one for now. Deal with it. Been a while since I've had one of these vlogs, so I figured I probably should. Part of me has been waiting because I've kind of been trying to get an avatar that I can use that's actually fully mine and not just one I cribbed off of somewhere else. It is a different character from a cartoon or show or something, but unfortunately that's been delayed. I mean, I was supposed to have it by around now, but thank you, COVID. Anyway, no idea when that's going to come out, but still. Also, I'm trying a more updated version of OBS, so hopefully my audio is actually going to work this time, and is as opposed to being very faint. So hopefully everything will be fine right there, and hopefully it's not too loud. It's going to take a little working, but eventually I'll get it to work right. So why am I doing this video now after so many months, aside from the fact that it's been a while since I've done one of these? Well, let's see. Mainly, I happened to just yesterday finish recording my Let's Play of Jade Empire. I haven't finished uploading everything yet, I know, you can tell that, but I've finished recording, and I need to figure out what am I going to do next. Kinda stuck on that one, and I'm hoping to get some help from you guys. I've been trying to think about what I want to do, and honestly, while originally I did think, hey, maybe I'll go through all of BioWare's games, you know, go through Jade Empire, go through some of their other good games from back then, like kind of sort of Dragon Age, Mass Effect, maybe KOTOR. But then eventually I got to the fact that, well, I did really enjoy Jade Empire. It also got very few views, like almost everything does now that I think about it. But either way, with that case, I also thought maybe I should kind of get back to, well, my one strength that I actually have. Said strength being actually reading dialogue, reading lines, and all that kind of stuff. Which, okay, fine. It's the one thing that I actually have going for me, if anything. Everything else is just kind of what makes me stand out. I can actually read, I can act, sort of, maybe. Look, I don't stumble through lines, is my point. Regardless, that said, that leads to the question of, well, what am I going to play? I mean, I've done a whole bunch before. I did all the Spiderweb games, but now what? I've tried thinking about the various games I could do, but most of them, it just came up with, I don't know, I just kind of didn't want to. So, how about I start by going through the various ideas I have and explain why I don't want to do them, or why I don't think I'd be able to do well. So let's see. First up, we have Baldur's Gate. I mean, why not? It's a BioWare game, which would stick with the whole BioWare idea I was going with, and it is effectively the grandfather of modern RPGs. That would make it a perfect example. Plus, even though the game does read some dialogue, most of it I'd be reading. It would fit, right? I tried playing it once before, which shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I did all the Spiderweb games before, but here's the thing: I didn't make it very far. The game it uses the second edition rule set, which is notoriously unforgiving. And while I don't want to be that kind of person, I mean, complaining about how a game being too hard, don't say get good or I will eat you. I am a wolf, I can do that now. Then, fact is, it was so much reloading, so much frustration, so much pain, and I didn't make it very far. I got to the first city after the tutorial area, and I just lost interest. I didn't care to keep playing. it was just too frustrating for me. I should try harder again sometime, but I don't want to do a game that's just going to be reload, 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 reload. Is that really that fun to watch? Okay, fine. Yes, it's fun to watch someone get constantly frustrated by something, but that's not my thing. Okay, so that's one game that would be good, but I just don't know if I want to deal with it. What about another staple of RPGs from back in the day? Planescape Torment. There's a big one. Well known for being an incredible story, a really good game. A lot of games probably strive to be that kind of thing. People talk about it all the time. It was the same kind of thing. I found myself frustrated by constantly dying and being frustrated trying to get through things and all that sort of stuff. Add in a bit of confusion and kind of getting lost and not sure what to do, and I just didn't really care for it very much. Sure, I got out into the city and did some wandering around and looking about, but it just didn't keep me, and I didn't want to keep going. So, I don't know. While that might be a good one, I just don't know. Plus, I've read the TV tropes page for it, so I know the entire story. I know the twist. I know everything coming about it. And while that hasn't held me back from the Myst games, I'm still not sure if it's going to leave me with very original or true reactive content like I tend to try to do. Okay, so that's two down that are very good games. What have we got for a third? Let me think. There were a few others I had. Really, that's where my chin is? Oh, yeah, that's better. So what else did I have? Let me think. Uh, why did you do that, body? What else did I have? Let me think. There were others that I had thought of. Oh yeah. Pillars of Eternity. There's an RPG, old school style. I bought it recently and I started playing it. It could be interesting. Plus, from what I saw, not every dialogue is read. Half of them are, but that hasn't stopped me before, so why not try that one? Well, two reasons. For one, while I am enjoying it, I kind of want to play through it on my own time and I want to keep playing it. And at the same time, while there are lines that are read, the ones that are read still have words between them, narration and descriptions of what is happening, which kind of annoys me because they don't read that part, which I do. And it helps to read that part in order to get across things, such as if a person is gripping their staff harder when they're talking, or if they're making a gesture towards someone, they just skip over that entirely. I only skip it if it's something that I can easily get by, such as a chuckle or a slam on the desk or something like that. Not if it's some detailed descriptive thing about what they're doing. That kind of bothers me a bit, and I'm just kind of unsure about that. I mean, I guess it's a maybe, but I just don't know. I did not put this camera in a very good position, did I? So that's three games that I can't do. How about number four? Uh, four. One game, one. Will you stop misbehaving? One other game that I could consider doing. How about the one that came out at about the same time as Pillars of Eternity, at least as far as I can remember, which was what was it called? Uh, why am I blanking on the name? Divinity Original Sin. That was it. The one that came, I think it was around the same time, or at least that's how I kind of remember it. That would be a good game, right? I mean, you're able to read all the dialogue in it. Sure, it does some reading of some of the lines, but you read through the dialogue. It's generally considered a good game. Then yeah, why not do that one? Get settled in. This is going to be a bit of a rant. So, here's the thing. One of the most interesting things about it, and I will fully admit it is a very interesting thing, is about how they try to work to make various effects, spell effects and the like, work together, such as such as, oh, there's a barrel of oil over there. Okay, shoot it with an arrow. Suddenly there's oil all over the floor that people can slip on. Okay, send a fireball over there. It lights the oil on fire, and everything over there is on fire. Okay, the guys inside burned to death, and now you want to get rid of it? Cast a rain cloud overhead, and bam, the fire's gone. Okay, that's interesting stuff. It can work well, right? Anyone who knows me knows that I hate mages, playing as them and fighting against them. And Divinity Original Sin is a game for mages. I'm a fighter. I play fighters and melee classes. I don't play the mages. And here's the problem. All that stuff is good if you're a mage trying to take care of guys. It's not good if you're a fighter and you need to run in and hit a guy who's in the middle of a giant flaming pile of shit that you can't go into without slipping and falling over on your ass all the time, so you can't do any damage or kill anything. I do not like that game. And honestly, the one part that really killed it for me when I tried playing it ages ago was this one area. This one area, big, frozen, elemental plane of ice kind of thing. Sure, it's filled with ice creatures, so of course what you'd think is, hey, that means you want to use fire magic to kill them. It's the main thing that does extra damage to them, right? Yeah, that does make sense. Here's the problem. You cast a fireball, it melts all the snow on the floor, turns it into a puddle of water, then immediately freezes into a puddle of ice that you can't run onto without falling over on your ass 5 times in 1 minute. What really killed it for me was when I came up to a bridge which had a narrow bridge which had like 2 or 3 ice elementals. Okay, cast a whole bunch of fireballs to kill all of them. Then I try crossing the bridge. It takes me 5 minutes because I kept falling on my ass every time. I get up, I take 2 steps forward, bam, fall on my ass, stuck there for like 10 seconds before I can finally get up again and only to fall on my ass again. I hate that game. That area was just killing me. Ugh. No, 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 no. That is not a game for me. I hate it. It is horrible. I did not mean to grab my camera. Sorry about that. So no, Divinity Original Sin, never happening. I even uninstalled that game, and I never uninstall games on my computer. Yeah, no. Okay, so that's 4 games that I considered, but I'm not doing. Fix yourself, body, thank you. So what else have I got? Not really very much. JRPGs, I don't really play them very much, so that's not something I'd really want to suggest because I say you shouldn't suggest because, again, I don't do those very much. I'm not a fan of grind. So what else would I try? Honestly, that's kind of why I'm sending this out. I'm not really sure. I mean, thinking about it, there is Heaven's Gate. I mean, I played that a while ago, and I did really enjoy it. Very interesting, I can tell you that right now. No combat, instead it's all about being an archaeologist, and not Indiana Jones or Lara Croft archaeologist, actual archaeologist. When the main gameplay is figuring out languages, and they did a very good job of gamifying that. That could potentially be interesting, maybe? I mean, I could try it. Plus, I'd be reading all the dialogue. Although I'd need to find a way to keep up with it. I'll figure that out. What else is there? I'm not sure. Which is why I kind of want to ask you guys, do you have any suggestions or ideas? Anyone who might be watching this? Anyone at all? Because I know not many people watch my videos. I'm not gonna. No. I'm getting into that whole thing again. I've gone into it enough on past videos. I really need to stop. So, what kind of videos do you want to see? Like I said, I want to get back into the whole RPG or reading dialogue, reading lines, and acting out. And if I can actually do voices for those kinds of things, that would be even better. So if anyone knows any kinds of games that would work like that, let me know. I'll try looking into it. You got about a week. Saturday, I'm gonna have to pick a game, and well, I'll probably have everyone having done a reply by Tuesday, so by then, hopefully, I'll have some suggestions. But still, give me some suggestions. Leave them in the comments here because it's the only way anyone can talk to me because I don't have Twitter, I don't have Facebook, I don't have Instagram, I don't have Reddit. I mean, I have Discord, but I don't have my own server. What would be the point? There would be 2 people in there, and I'm one of them. So leave a comment and let me know. No, I'm not gonna say the like and subscribe shit, so screw that. I don't beg. Just comment, tell me ideas, give me suggestions. Like I said, preferably RPGs, and I want something that I can read the dialogue to. If you know a game that'll work like that, let me know. Oh, Tyranny! That was another one that I thought of, which I mean, I'm not an evil type, but maybe it's a possibility? I don't know. I don't know how much of the dialogue is readable and how much of it is already read. If anyone knows, please tell me. So, give me some suggestions. Tell me something that fits the not that much criteria that I just gave you. If it's interesting, if it could work, maybe I'll go with it. I need to figure out things to do in the near future. Hell, if there's enough suggestions, maybe I'll have enough ideas for, I don't know, half a year. And again, how long did this Jade Empire thing last? Somewhere between 60 and 70 episodes. Yeah, that was about 2 months. I don't know. Give me some Oh yeah, another game that I had thought of that completely escaped my mind. Pathfinder Kingmaker. That's one that has plenty of dialogue that I could read. Even if there is dialogue that is read to you, plenty of dialogue I can read. It's a big RPG, very well received, very good. Why not do that one? I even did it once before, but here's the thing. I didn't finish because I got to the last dungeon and it wasn't a loss of interest. It was just me realizing at the last dungeon that my build didn't really work out. And I was relying too much on a character who I didn't have anymore. And because of that, I just couldn't kill things. And I couldn't get through it. And I just got so frustrated that I just decided, you know what? Screw it. I don't care anymore. I quit. Yeah, tripping at the finish line. I know. Well, maybe like 30 feet away from the finish line, but regardless, you get my idea. That one's also a maybe. Put it in the maybe pile. Maybe if enough people look for it, maybe I can try it. Maybe. I don't know. So yeah. Baldur's Gate? Probably not. Planescape Torment? Probably not. Divinity Original Sin? Fuck no. Pillars of Eternity? Yeah. Pathfinder Kingmaker? Maybe. Heaven's Gate? I admit I'm kind of leaning towards that. If I don't get a good idea, maybe I'll just pick that. I mean, it's got some good length to it. It's kind of interesting. And JRPGs are a no. So, yeah, don't suggest Final Fantasy VII to me. Oh, yeah, and it has to be on PC, whatever you choose. If people really want me to go through the BioWare games, maybe I'll go through those. Maybe. I mean, there wasn't much reception for Jade Empire, but I don't know. We'll see. Tell me your suggestions in the comments. I don't know how long this episode is going on, but I got nothing else to say. So, yeah. Till whatever the next episode is. I'll see you all then. Help me out here, please. See ya.